awful music. When I was listening to Sham 69 and the Clash and the Pistols and the rest of them, this sort of thing. But he's still around, Morrissey. You know, he's very highly regarded. His autobiography is a big seller and a classic, apparently. This is what he's well known as a vegetarian, vegan, animal rights activist. He's not left-wing on every issue. I mean, he's actually been counter to the anti-Israel community. He performs in Tel Aviv, wraps himself in the Israeli flag. So, I mean, he's a thinking person on some issues. I see no difference, he said, between eating animals and paedophilia. He misspelled paedophilia. They are both rape, violence, murder. If you believe in the abattoir, then you would support Auschwitz. I wonder how the Israeli audience, he tries to speak Hebrew when he goes to Israel to show solidarity. I wonder how they would react to this. This is not about animals being treated fairly. This is about saying that people who died in death camps were just the same as chickens. Aaron Barbarian, owner Barbarian Steakhouse in Toronto. I haven't been. I will come along soon. And look, he even brought along some of Morrissey's brain cells here. You survive on meat. This is your trade.
Absolutely, and I don't think anybody in my industry believes in inhumane treatment of animals. We make sure that all the animals are treated humanely. But when I saw my industry being compared to Nazi death camps and my culture being compared to pedophilia, rapists, I was totally offended and very sad because these people who've been hurt by horrific acts, criminal acts. Eating a hamburger is not a horrific act.
Well, most people who, yours is a steakhouse, right? But the vast majority of restaurants would serve meat. The vast majority of people will eat meat and fish at some point. He goes further. I mean, anything connected with animals, he would, I suppose, criminalize the consumption of. I wonder if he could sit and meet with the parents of a child who'd been raped and murdered and say to them, well, that's terrible, you know, but if you ate a hamburger on the way to this meeting, you're as bad as the person who did that to your child.
Well, it's shocking. It's shocking. It's so disrespectful of people who have been the victims of such crimes to compare us to them. We're at the top of the food pyramid. We're humans. We do consume meat. I believe he's got a right to his vegetarianism or his veganism.
He obviously has a right to that, and I believe in free speech. When free speech is so irresponsible, when he is so downplaying and minimizing the effect of child rape, we have to ask some questions.
Well, I think it's hateful. I think it's purely it's hateful towards our culture that does consume meat or allows people to consume meat. It's obscene, and I would like him to come on and apologize for this.
Well, he would never do that, and I can assure you that he will be very happy that we're speaking about this. He would believe that he's promoting argument and dialogue. I don't think he is. I think in fact, he does a disservice to his cause. I believe we should be far more responsible in the way we use, not abuse, but use animals, and far more caring and compassionate. But this is so extreme, it's so fanatical that he loses allies.
Well, you're spot on with that. I think that when I read this morning, and we started talking about it, I just don't even know how to respond. It's hate. It's pure hate.
We were chatting before the segment of Armenian descent, and this is a community where there was an attempted genocide by Turkish Muslims of Armenian Christians. This is officially denied in Turkey.
Absolutely.
Armenians are still treated so badly. Of all the causes this man could embrace, of all the issues he could stand up and fight for, he decides that the right of a chicken to not be consumed, even though it's bred only for that, is paramount. There's a perversion and a twisting of sensibilities.
Absolutely. The word genocide was actually invented to describe what happened to my people, my
Hitler
heritage.
said, who remembers the Armenians now?
Absolutely. Yeah. And if he could turn this energy into saving people, humans, I think he thinks he's going to be Bono for chickens, but in reality, I wish he would turn it around and decide to help victims of pedophilia, victims of rape, victims of murder.
I wonder how he feels about animals that consume other animals and how bloody in tooth and claw the animal kingdom can be.
I've got to believe that a humane modern abattoir is much better for an animal than being ripped apart by coyotes in the wild.
I will be at your restaurant consuming lots of red meat. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.